Subscribe to our YouTube channel for in-depth interviews of India Inc. and press the bell icon so that you do not miss our updates.
Hello and welcome to Nirma Bang, ladies and gentlemen. I'm Yural Daria. We have with us Kunal Shah, Head of Commodities Research, joining in. Kunal, welcome to the show. My first question coming to you is we've been talking of what the dollar index, the way it's maneuvering, but taking that into consideration, what's the kind of strategy you have now with regards to gold and silver? Because it seems there is some bit of weakness, that we are continuing to see.
Okay, so there are two things which I want to really talk today. Yeah, there are two things which I want to talk to you now. First is regarding how to trade in this market. So I got a lot of call today saying that the calls what we are giving, the stop losses are pretty deep, and also there is concern about how to manage the market. So before I start with my view on what I'm expecting out of dollar commodities, first I would like to explain you how to deal in this, how to trade in this market. So first of all, the best way to trade in this markets is the way volatility is persisting in commodity. You should know what is the trend, because if you don't know what is the trend, you don't know. So generally what we do, we look at the technical call and we start trading on those calls. But this is not the time where you can just blindly trade on any call. You should know what is the fundamental trend of particular commodity for a week, for a month, for 15 days. So once you know that trend, then you can, whenever there is a volatility which is created, so at that time you can take a benefit of that kind of opportunity. So for example, if I'm telling you that the fundamental of copper are very bullish, so if yesterday copper prices at morning were trading at around 690, it shot up to 720. So if you know the fundamentals, then you can definitely not go wrong. You can understand the volatility which is there. So I'll explain you what are the fundamentals. But first is that. Second is, if you are trading in 5 lots, at these level, you should do cut down your exposure to 2 lot or 1 lot, because there is no sense in trading aggressively when there is wild swing in the commodity prices which is taking place. So that the direction on the intraday basis is very difficult. So I look at the market till 12 o'clock, and I can understand the frustration which all of you are having, that the direction of the particular commodity changes so fast that at afternoon it may sound that this commodity is going to move up, and at evening it suddenly behaves in an opposite way.
Hmm.
Third thing which I would recommend you all of you to see is what is happening in the international market and with the US 10-year bond yields. So please look at that on investing.com. So for example, if I tell you copper is bullish today and US bond yield at evening session shoots up by 10 pips, then my view doesn't is not going to go right. So we are living in a very different time right now. So much liquidity coming in. So first of all, these three things which I mentioned, please manage it. Now coming to the view of the market for the evening session. First about the currency. The outlook of our country, India, is very bright considering whatever government has done in the budget. Number one. After the budget, we've seen one more speech by the finance minister
Hmm.
indicating that it's none of government's business to do the business. So from that moment onwards, there is a massive inflow which is coming in India. So what is the fundamental trend of our country? The fundamental trend is our rupee should eventually get appreciated because of the massive inflow which we are going to get, and our economy is getting stronger. But there is a caveat in this. You should also keep looking at the bond yields of India, which is muted. So if India's bond yield shoot up by 15-20 bips, then I will raise a caution, and again the rupee will start weakening. But till then, it seems that there is a massive inflow in our country because of the solid fundamentals our country is having right now. And because of that, USD INR pair जो हमने weakness देखी थी,
Hmm.
that is not lasting. Today 70 paisa weakness what we are seeing. 73.20, I think again short it. 70 to 90 are kind of levels which you can expect in
Hmm.
day or two. Or you can even see currency going down to 70 to 70. So dollar index looks weak and Indian rupee is likely to appreciate.
Right. So with this, then now, if you talk about bullion, it's traded marginally lower in today's session. Are we expecting this downtick to continue? Because there has been a fall in terms of US bond yields, and it's a fourth consecutive session where we are seeing a fall there. So, do you think a support could come in for precious metals from here?
Okay, so precious metals is very dicey right now. Fundamental. I'll first explain fundamental so you can figure out the trend. What is fundamental of precious metals? Our entire world is taking vaccination together. So in US, in Europe, in India also senior citizen. So entire world is taking vaccination. So the moment the vaccine, up vaccine le rahe ho, the moment you are taking vaccine, it means that going forward the corona crisis is going to moderate. And if the corona crisis is moderating, then the economic growth is going to go up. So if the economic growth is going to go up, gold prices in near term are not going to do extremely well. So near term में gold 50,000 नहीं होने वाला है. But if things are not moving up smoothly going forward at that time, so gold के fundamental near term के लिए bullish नहीं है, but in long run it is very bullish because यूएस का जो डेट है इतना बढ़ गया है, यूरोप का डेट इतना बढ़ गया है, आगे इन्फ्लेशन आने का डर है. सो ये सब फ्यूचरिस्टिक प्रोस्पेक्ट ऑफ गोल्ड आर वेरी बुलिश. सो मैं आपको रिकमेंड यही करूंगा कि फिलहाल टाइम बीइंग के लिए 45,250 45,300 के आसपास आता है तो आप सेल कीजिए. नीचे में 48,900 टू 800 आता है, वहां पे फिर से बाय कीजिए. ये लेवल्स ऐसे, दीज आर द लेवल्स वेयर यू कैन नॉट से कि मैं पोजिशनली शॉर्ट करके बैठ जाऊं. क्या गोल्ड 42,000 आ सकता है? मुझे नहीं लग रहा है आना चाहिए. बट सिंस ये मार्केट में जो फियर फैक्टर है वो इतना ज्यादा है गोल्ड के लिए अभी फिलहाल कि सबको ऐसा लग रहा है इकोनॉमी एकदम सब अच्छी हो गई है और इसके कारण नोबडी वांट्स टू बाय गोल्ड राइट नाउ. सो दिस इज द टाइम वेयर शॉर्ट टर्म में फंडामेंटल ऑफ गोल्ड एंड सिल्वर आर नॉट बुलिश, लॉन्ग रन में बहुत ज्यादा बुलिश है. तो नियर टर्म में अभी आप सेल ऑन राइस की स्ट्रेटेजी अडॉप्ट कीजिए. सो फॉर एग्जांपल कोई स्पाइक आया बड़ा 200-300 रुपए का, उस पर आप सेल कीजिए. ऑलरेडी 500 रुपए डाउन है अभी. Don't sell at these levels aggressively. Wait for 150-200 rupees spike and go short.
Right, so that's with regards to bullion. Now, crude के लिए, Kunal, what will your view be? Because clearly $60 per barrel के आसपास it's hovering. Now, with that vaccine rollouts है, you have worries कि OPEC might ease some output cuts as well. So with that, what direction are you expecting?
So Abhi, for the time being, OPEC has clearly mentioned till April they are not going to cut the production, but in hike the production. But in tomorrow's meeting, if OPEC decides to hike the production, it is going to be very bearish for oil. क्योंकि fundamentals of oil are not bullish considering oil supply बढ़ेगा. So there is a mismatch of 1.5, 1.4 million barrels per day between demand and supply. So if OPEC increases production by 2 million barrels, I think it is going to. So all depends on tomorrow's OPEC meeting. For evening session, I would say 4,400 good levels to go long, and on the up move, the target for crude oil should be around 44.60 to 70, and 44.20 also you can initiate a buy position with today's low as a stop loss.
Right. Kunal, there's a question coming in on gold. Anup has a buy position around 45,800. Should he hold?
Anup, yesterday gold made a low of 44,900. If it starts trading below that, okay, or if yesterday's low of COMEX, let me just check it out for you. So if it breaches that, then please don't wait, because then yesterday low on COMEX was 1 minute. I'll let you know. Yesterday I think it made a low of $17-14. Right now it is trading at $17-22. So I think Anup, you should yesterday low on COMEX, if it is breaching, then you should exit for the time being, because there is no point in being emotional. Yesterday I think the low was 1719. 1719 was the low. So if it breaches that, Anup, I would recommend you to exit from the market.
Right. So that's with regards to where gold is concerned. Kunal, base metals now.
Anup, keep a stop loss. Anup, keep a stop loss of 17 of 1715 for gold on COMEX.
Right. So that's with regards to gold. And with that, sir, another question coming in from Kavya is, why is the silver ratio not matching with gold? It's much higher rather than gold.
Okay, so silver ratio is silver's fundamentals are very bullish. So silver supply side is weaker by 6%. Demand side is getting stronger from solar, electric, and now a new set of demand for silver is coming in 5G technology. So we have released yearbook. I don't know how many people have seen. I'll keep one presentation for the yearbook, and but I think silver is fundamentally stronger than gold. Industrial metals are doing stronger, and that's why the ratio is not moderating. So silver is not crashing much. If base metal prices starts crashing, then you will see silver, and I don't see base metal crashing in near term immediately.
Right. And in base metals as well, especially with regards to where nickel goes, what's your view? And aluminium is volatile. So there's a question coming on nickel and aluminium.
Okay. So the fundamental of base metals are bullish from the long term, but don't buy at market. You should wait for the right time to enter into market. Last month, what we saw is last month we saw all the contracts for the month of March were trading in backwardation. So we are not going to see the highs of February month going to be taken off easily. There is going to be a lot of pain for them to go off. So we are going to trade in a very tight range, in where I would recommend at decline you should buy base metals until we have a very bearish news coming out of US or somewhere else, or bond yield moving up. So copper, good buy around 704, 705, 712. You should book your profits. Keep a stop loss below 700. But the problem here in base metal in particular is that the volatility is too high. When there is a high volatility, either at the time of accumulation or at the time of distribution, so it seems that the upside in a near term basis looks capped. So the highs what we saw, I think copper was around 730, nickel was around 1420. So these are the levels which is not going to be taken off easily. Aluminum is the metal, all the time it moves last. So सबसे लास्ट तेजी होता है वो एल्यूमिनियम में होता है, because the size of aluminum is 65 million ton, 70 million ton market versus copper's 25 million ton market. It is 3 times size than the actual market of copper. Okay, so it takes a lot for aluminum to move up. Aluminum was up by 5% yesterday. It clearly shows that the fundamentals of aluminum are bullish, but not as bullish as copper. But it is the last one to rally. So I am still bullish on aluminum. It has to catch up with the other metals. Aluminum you can buy at a decline of 1.5 rupees, but not bearish.
Right. So that's coming in with regards to where base metals are concerned. I think these are the only questions that we have as well. Thank you, Kunal. Thank you, participants, for joining in as well.